European capitals are again staring down the fury of Moscow after Dmitry Medvedev, Russia's former president and current deputy chairman of the Security Council, lashed out at EU leaders over plans to send troops to Ukraine. His remarks came as Europe and the United States pushed ahead with security guarantees for Kyiv, a plan that includes an international reassurance force tied to a possible peace deal with Moscow. Negotiations, led by what officials are calling a coalition of the willing, have been underway since February, with some 30 countries involved. France and the United Kingdom, the group's co-chairs, have backed the initiative, while US President Donald Trump ruled out American boots on the ground on Tuesday, according to Bloomberg. Around 10 nations are believed to be ready to contribute forces. French President Emmanuel Macron insisted the plan extends beyond frontline deployments, describing the involvement of allied forces in training, logistics, and presence in safer zones.
It was agreed today that we will work with the United States of America on the content of these security guarantees and the cooperation that each side is prepared to provide. I was able to go over again this afternoon on the content of these security guarantees, which consist of a robust Ukrainian army which carries weight and can resist and deter any attempted attack, and so without limitations in numbers, capabilities, weapons, etc. And then there are also reassurance forces at sea, in the air and on land that the Allies are ready to provide to Ukraine.
Medvedev, writing on his X account, dismissed the idea outright and took aim directly at Macron. His post read, "The brainless Gallic Rooster can't let go of the idea of sending troops to Ukraine. It's been explicitly stated, no NATO troops as peacekeepers. Russia won't accept such a security guarantee." But the hoarse, pathetic bird continues to crow to prove it's king of the coop. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov echoed the warning, stressing that any Western attempt to resolve Ukraine's security without Moscow would fail.
We cannot agree with the fact that it is now proposed to resolve collective security issues without the Russian Federation. This will not work. We have already explained more than once that Russia does not overstate its interests. But we will ensure our legitimate interests firmly and harshly. And I am sure that in the West, and above all in the United States, they understand perfectly well that seriously discussing security issues without the Russian Federation is an utopia, a road to nowhere.
The clash of messages comes ahead of a possible meeting between Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelenskyy and Russia's Vladimir Putin in the coming weeks. For Europe, the guarantees are about deterring further Russian aggression. For Moscow, the presence of NATO troops in Ukraine is unacceptable. Medvedev's ridicule and Lavrov's warning leave little doubt. The standoff risks spiraling well beyond the negotiating table.